Hey, beautiful people. So let's talk twin flames with reference to anxious and avoidant attachment styles. So a lot of people ask this, and I've gone through a lot of this discernment as well, and I'm still working out some of the specifics. But the question is, aren't twins just simply an avoidant or fearful person and an anxious person? What makes this a twin flame journey and not just like a toxic relationship? And I absolutely love that question. So on the face value, if we see it through the human eyes, so on the physical form, it looks fearful, it looks avoidant, it looks just like some toxic relationship. But if you are truly on a twin flame journey, you will know, because you will be having many other experiences. And the first starts with the going a million miles an hour, and all of a sudden you just don't understand what is happening to you. You're going to be saying things to yourself like, what? I'm a sane, reasonable person. What the heck is actually going on? You're not going to be able to find this sense of inner peace. For myself, I also, for the majority of my romantic life, would have fallen into the actual avoidant or fearful attachment style category, like my twin flame divine masculine is currently working on releasing right now, as I'm now currently working on releasing the chaser energy, which this journey has actually switched me into without, of course, my conscious awareness until I was deep spiral. Anywhere that you are, you'll start to feel like you're falling into this dark hole. You'll be surrounded maybe with your favorite people, and you could be doing the most beautiful things, but you're just feeling like you are falling apart. And it's because you're going through a full body. And when I talk about body, I don't just mean your physical body. I mean the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, the light body, and the physical. So as you're going through this full body transformation at every single level, it feels incredibly unknown, uncomfortable, scary. You feel incredibly lost in your own skin. You don't know what is going on, and no one can help you. I just want to follow this up by saying that stuff doesn't last. In personal experience, though, every single authentic set of twin flames does go through typically more than one set or period of dark night of the soul. But the really hard and fast big one is typically there's only that one. There's one big one, and then you guys typically will be able to roll through smaller things as they come forward. But of course, every individual journey is different. Some people need a lot more time, right? A lot more lessons, a lot more karma before they're able to purge things. So it just depends. But if your soul chose a hard and fast journey, then your twin also is getting a hard and fast journey. You guys are going through a deep transformation, so you're going to feel a lot of wounds coming up throughout this period. These wounds have to come up to be released. They cannot be released or healed until they're brought into the light of conscious awareness, and they will typically manifest in 3 chakras or a mix of the 3 middle chakras. So it could be one or a mix of either your heart chakra, your solar plexus, or your sacral chakra. So your heart chakra, and this is again different for everyone, but it's common to feel like a major panic attacks, or even I myself, and I know a lot of other people who have thought, am I having a heart attack for real? I need to go or to the hospital, or in my case, had the ambulance come to your house. And they did think I was borderline, like they hooked me up, they give you baby aspirin and stuff. I was fine, but if you ever think that, go get the medical advice. But often you will find, if you're going through this ego death or dark night of the soul, you feel like you're dying, so you can go and get checked out, and you do, but your tests will come back all clear, and everyone's just baffled, like, okay, she's crazy or whatever, right? So your solar plexus pain can sometimes feel like, just really upset stomachs, digestive problems, numbing feeling, or like an intense burning, like an ulcer, type of feeling, or even an ulcer manifesting. And your sacral chakra pain can feel very numb too, or some people have explained it worse than childbirth, worse than worse sharp pains, super bad cramps, even with men. I know myself, I had a lot of pain, unknown cramping. I've gone through several odd, weird medical experiences in regards to my reproductive system and stuff, and prevailed, thankfully. You're being activated. It's part of this energy that's now activating your Kundalini energy. Now, don't get freaked out when you hear that Kundalini. It's your own life force energy. It's nothing bad. misunderstood, but it's actually, you know, like your spiritual lubricant. It's very activating and powerful. It's awakening you to align you with your soul, your truest self, and it does feel really scary. And so a lot of the times we play this down, except for when, especially when the ego mind is trying to hold on one last time, you know, so we make it, maybe it's just all fluffy, or this open-mindedness that we once had is replaced by the ego mind that's like, this is stupid, this is annoying, this is not real, like I hate this. And so if you're on a real twin flame journey, you know that there's nothing pink and fluffy about, you know, getting to union. It feels raw, it feels broken, you question everything, because you really are shedding and removing forever false layers of you, you know, masked parts of who you even thought you were, that, you know, you believed were you, but you then are very quickly realizing that you're not. And it happens really fast for high levels twin souls. And so a lot of twin flame divine feminines, after meeting their DMs in the physical, will typically go through this period first, even in separation though. True twins always drag the other one along as they both slowly resonate, you know, on higher levels of frequency until they can reach this twin flame reunion stage. And then this is typically where the twin flame divine masculine then has the space and frequency with the divine feminine doing the work consciously at this point to be able to rise himself. And so no, it's not just an avoidant and a fearful person, because if you're on a twin flame journey, you'll see that things will change, you'll learn that on your own, and yes, it will appear that way in the 3D perspective, in the simple human world. But my whole world's been shifting, and I really did try and held on way too long to what I thought felt comfortable and familiar and safe, and then all those things were just being literally removed at an accelerated rate, and I was changing internally and externally at a rapid rate. My mind was so triggered, I sometimes didn't know what was going on half the time. I didn't know what was going on with me, my mind, my physical body. You're raising an actual energetic frequency, and it sometimes happens so fast when you're catapulted towards twin flame union. You can go through these huge energetic shifts, and you just feel these big waves of energy that can pull through your body. There's things like spontaneous orgasms that have been reported by myself and other people. Sometimes you can just feel this overwhelming flood of emotion. So you really need to learn to master your emotions as opposed to using your past habits of suppression, because things will continue to come up in very loud ways. They will not accept being pushed down anymore. So you're on this path of awakening, this path of enlightenment. It's not an easy journey, but it is the most rewarding journey. As you shift along and as you raise in frequency, you'll start to see the journey for all of its truth and beauty and magic, and everything will just be magnetized in. It's a journey like no other. When they say you're becoming the creator, that is the journey. The more that you shift into the now frequency and the higher state of consciousness and aligning with soul, because remember, you and your twin are the exact same and one at a soul level, the same soul song frequency, not at the mind and ego. So the more that each of you align with your own soul, the more that you are soul. You are your soul. You are you. You're your soul. That's how your divine masculine comes in, on that soul vibration. And it might be massive for anyone who's thinking that they're doing this journey still at this point to just get their DM and not living and aligning with your life's purpose. You'll just continue on this karmic loop. You have to shift into your sovereignty. You have to make this journey about you, divine feminine. At the beginning, we don't want to make it about us. It's impossible. You're focused on that piece of love. You don't even maybe know where it's coming from. You're just focused on something outside of yourself, looking for answers, getting tarot readings, spending hours and hours and hours and hours searching for answers from every way but the answers. And when you shift, all the lies within you, and you learn to self-master your authentic, unique frequency, your energy, divine feminine, by just being true to all of who you are, good, bad, all in between. This journey is magnificent, but only when you learn to realize that this is all about you. So let's go back to that original question. Is a twin flame journey simply just a toxic relationship with an anxious person and an avoidant person? I ask you, does everything that I've explained to you really talk about just a journey about a fearful and an anxious person? Or does it sound like maybe these things came in to ignite you and these people came in to activate you on your own journey of self-discovery, self-mastering, self-sovereignty, demonstrating the overcoming of the avoidant and anxious attachment styles through simply being the love that you both are on the soul level? we might see this journey, and for everybody or anybody who's not on an actual twin flame journey, it just looks like an anxious and an avoidant toxic relationship. But if you're truly on the journey, you know the language I'm talking, you will know and felt that feeling deep within you at some point. This journey is so much more than just some other person. Now, if you're really early on the twin flame journey, it looks like to other people for sure. You're just so batshit focused on these other people that you can't even focus on what I'm saying right now. You're just asking over and over and over, when is he going to come? When is he going to come back? Are you going to tell me when he's going to come back? And when he doesn't come back in June and July and August or September or next year, or maybe like me, you spent a couple of years on a false twin journey because you refused to let go and had been already connected with your true counterpart all along who you did love. I'm hoping that I can share my journey and I'll be that person you come to when you want that real and not that made for YouTube views version of this journey. Because I make this journey about me. And you should do the same, Divine Feminine. Because whenever you're focused on them, trust, it's not really the journey and you will spiral. This journey is 100% about each of you reclaiming your own light and power and shifting into a higher state of consciousness to align with love together and aligning with everything that you each came down here to be and do. And as you individually do that, you shift in such a magnetic way that everything within the universe is just shown and drawn to you. So if you need more help and support on this journey, my website's always here, and I do offer really powerful twin flame readings. I am a strong divine channel, and I am committed to this path. So I live my purpose, and so I make as much free content as well, right? Like this, that I can, and I will continue to do that as they channel through me. And I'm working on more and more content right now. I'm working on like 3 or 4 different videos as best I can, and as best as I feel the videos and energies coming through for the collective, I'll continue to do so. It is my soul's purpose right now, or part of it anyways, and I take it really seriously. So I'm sending you guys so much freaking love. I am in the midst right now of uploading a brand new, powerful, heart healing chakra cleanse and activation for the twin flames. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this and if you want to be notified of that coming up and future videos that I might share. Send you guys so much love. Always stay strong. Always choose love.